Hey everybody, welcome back to the Scentatar Fragrance channel. Thank you so much for stopping by today. My name is Benjamin, and I review fragrances, colognes, perfumes, and all things scent related. So if you want to learn more about fragrances, if you want to find fantastic deals, get the best bang for your buck, find everything from cheapies to niche fragrances and indie fragrances, you've come to the right place. I'm here to help you smell great. So today we're going to have a fragrance battle between two of the most mass appealing, compliment getting fragrances. I don't want to hype mass appealing fragrances, but lots of people love them, and today I wanted to share some with you that are some options for you. Now, y'all probably know a lot about the first one I'm going to introduce. This is Roja Elysium. I'm going to give this one the spotlight first. This is the champ. This is the one that has the the belt and is fighting to keep the crown. Roja Elysium is a mass appealing beast. Everybody probably knows about it. You get a lot of a fruity top. It almost reminds you of pineapple, and it's beautiful. A very nice fruity top. It dries down, and to me, you get a lot of cedar wood. To me, it is distinctly cedar, which is a beautiful kind of dry wood. It's beautiful. I really do enjoy the cedar. Perhaps my favorite cedar wood note that I've ever smelled in a fragrance, and I usually don't like cedar. You get a beautiful blue vibe in this fragrance. You do get a little bit of that shampoo vibe, but it's not near as strong as like in Dior Sauvage. But this is a mass appealing beast of a fragrance. Everybody likes it. When you test this and wear it, people go, "Ooh, what is that? That smells fantastic," and they're very impressed. This fragrance is a Roja, even though it is mass appealing, even though it's extremely versatile. It has a little bit of class behind it. You can smell that this fragrance is expensive, and that's just saying something. It speaks to the quality of the Roja, even though some people really dislike that they went, kind of the easy route. They went and made something mass appealing. I say power to them, because they made a mass appealing beast, and people are making clones. People are making copies because of how good this sells and how great this smells. And honestly, on the down low, I think that they might be the one that started all the fusion fragrances, kind of that big kind of layering combination thing that's going on with Duo right now. But that's a side note. Let's jump into the clone. This is a clone of Elysium. This is called the One from Babylon Fragrances. Now, I give this fragrance spotlight because, one, I was given this for review, so take that into consideration. And it is definitely a big competitor in trying to steal the spotlight. One reason why you might be very attracted to the One, the clone here, is because you can get it for $60 if you use my code Benjamin20, and I get nothing from it. It's not a kickback, not affiliate linked. You can get this for close to $50. Full price is about $60, compared to Roja Elysium, full retail price about $300. So $60, $300. That's a big deal for a lot of people. What do I get out of the clone, the One? I don't get the fruity top as much. The top, to me, smells a little bit more like lemon. It's still very nice. The vibe and the composition do smell very similar. I get more musk out of this fragrance, and the ambergris is kicked up to the 100. It's kicked up as much to the max. The ambergris in this fragrance is very light and transparent, but you get a huge dose of it. It's not overly musky, it's not salty, and it definitely does not smell like sweat like some ambergris can. So this is a very clean fragrance, even though the ambergris is huge here. You have to like ambergris. But again, this fragrance is very mass appealing, takes a lot of the vibe and a lot of the notes of Elysium. When it dries down, I think the wood in this fragrance smells a little bit more sour. I think it just has a little bit of this sour nature to it, a little bit of this kind of this skin accord. For some people, they really don't like that, but for some people, if you like that eccentric molecule kind of feel, this definitely has a little bit of that going on. And it's definitely a strong contender. Beast mode, the performance is solid. Let's talk about the performance of both of these fragrances real quick. So Elysium gives me about 6 to 7 hours. If I overspray, maybe 7.5 hours. For a fresh fragrance, for a very kind of light, transparent fragrance, is actually very solid performance. Projection is about fair to good, and the sillage is just average. It's just okay. But definitely trust me that this fragrance, it smells so good, and it is a little bit classy, that people are going to go, ooh, what is that? That smells fantastic, and they're going to be very impressed with this smell. It's a compliment getter, no doubt about it, and it's a little bit light, and that's actually better for when you're going shopping, when you're going to the gym, when you're going to be going, perhaps, to work, everyday situations around people. You want a fragrance that's a little bit more subtle, kind of more average on the performance, because you want it to speak with you, not for you and not against you. You don't want your fragrance to be too strong. This one is beast mode, and you have to be careful on the trigger. Indoors, I only wear 2 sprays of this fragrance, and perhaps outside 3 or 4. It definitely is it can sneak up on you because it's so light, it's transparent. You might be tempted to keep spraying because it smells so good. And let me show you these sprayers on these fragrances. These fragrances are fantastic with the sprayers, and I think that Babylon, you've done a great job with the smell and the sprayer. So it sprays a lot of juice, and it's a beast mode fragrance. So what are my final thoughts? I want to keep this short and sweet as much as I can. I think Elysium definitely wins out in the quality and the compliment factor. I get more compliments with this, and I think it definitely smells better. But this fragrance actually isn't too far behind. It gets me almost as much attention and smells fantastic. It is a big compliment beast in my world. And remember, the price is $60 versus $300. That's a big deal. Some people want percentages. I say it's this one is 90-95% there. Probably the closest you can get with a cologne. Just about. It is a little bit more sour, and it doesn't have the fruity top as much as Elysium. And the Elysium just smells smoother and cleaner. You're definitely getting something a little bit more on the musky side and the ambergris side with the one. So my final thoughts are, if you're on a budget, go for the one. It's a fantastic fragrance. It's a compliment beast. If you have the coin, if you want something a little bit classy and sophisticated, and have the money to spend, if you're willing to spend that kind of coin, definitely go for the Elysium. It's spectacular, it smells good, and it sells very well for a reason. My final thoughts, if I had to choose a winner, I probably would choose the one, just for the value for money, and because this is a little bit more of a casual scent. For me personally, clean scents, very approachable, mass appealing scents are more casual scents. And the more sophisticated, more interesting, different, avant-garde fragrances. And of course I like my dark, heavy fragrances I'm going to be pulling out for the fall, so stay tuned for those videos. I tend to wear those for classy situations. So what am I saying? I find that I would, because of the vibe of this fragrance and the feel, Roja Elysium I would want to wear casually, and it's just too expensive for a casual fragrance. But that's my opinion. Now, that's why I recommend the one so much. This can be worn casually, it's not going to break the bank, and this is an extrait. It's so strong that it's really going to save you a lot of money. So, that's my final thoughts. Again, this was given for review, take that into consideration. But I like to showcase these clones to save y'all money. So, this is my final thoughts and my review, my head-to-head battle, the clash. The victor being the one, but really, Elysium really still has its crown. It really hasn't lost it. And my final thoughts, my final review. Of course, if you stuck around to the end, please like, comment, subscribe, even share this video. Please support me, and you make this channel a success. It's a dream come true to have so much support, to have so much love, and to be having success here on YouTube. Of course, I support everybody, and I'm inclusive. And I love to hear your comments below. So don't be afraid and don't be scared of anything, because this is a family. We're all together, and let's just have fun. Let's be smelling great. Wear what you love, and I'll see y'all next time. This is the Scented Fragrance family. Have a great one, and bye.